Welcome to EnfinityCast, the space where we explore the subtle currents that shape our lives. I'm your host, Jun Holden. Today we're delving into something we've all experienced but rarely put a name to. And to help me unpack it, I'm joined by the ever-insightful Solene Vox. Welcome, Solene.
Hi, June. It's wonderful to be here.
So, to start us off, have you ever walked into a room and felt the mood just change you? You were feeling perfectly content, but suddenly you feel a little tense, maybe because everyone else is?
Absolutely. Or the opposite, where you walk into a celebration and the sheer joy of the crowd just lifts you up, even before you've spoken to anyone. It's an invisible wave you just get swept up in.
That's exactly what we're talking about today, emotional contagion. It's a core concept in emotion science. This idea that feelings can spread from person to person, almost like a social virus.
And it's so interesting because it's not the same as empathy, which is more of a conscious process of understanding and sharing another's feelings. Contagion is more primitive, more automatic. We catch the feeling without even trying.
Right. The leading theory is that it happens through something called motor mimicry. Without a single conscious thought, we start to subtly imitate the facial expressions, the posture, and the vocal tones of the people around us.
And that mimicry then creates a feedback loop in our own bodies. If I start to unconsciously mirror your worried frown and tense shoulders, my brain receives those physical signals and says, oh, I guess I'm worried too. And then I actually start to feel worried.
It's a perfect explanation for why a yawn is so contagious, or why a baby might start crying just because they hear another baby cry. They aren't consciously thinking about it. Their bodies are just responding to the signals they perceive.
And it's not all about anxiety or sadness, of course. Think about watching a comedy in a packed movie theater. The sound of hundreds of people laughing all around you actually makes the movie funnier. You feed off of that collective joy.
That has huge implications for our daily lives, especially in group settings like the workplace. A single, highly stressed leader can unknowingly spread a feeling of anxiety through an entire team just through their nonverbal cues.
That's so true. It really highlights the quiet responsibility we have for our own emotional energy. It also explains why customer service professionals are often trained to smile. That smile changes their tone of voice, which the customer on the other end of the line picks up on, and it can de-escalate a tense situation.
It's a subconscious signal of safety and warmth. And this is most powerful in our closest relationships. If your partner comes home after a truly awful day, it's incredibly difficult not to absorb some of that frustration or sadness yourself.
It is. But simply being aware of emotional contagion can be a powerful tool. It allows you to pause and ask yourself a simple question. Is this feeling mine, or did I just catch it from someone else? That small moment of reflection can be the difference between being a supportive partner and getting pulled down into their emotional state with them.
That's a beautiful and practical point to end on. The goal isn't to build a wall to block out other people's feelings, but to develop the insight to recognize what's happening inside you.
Exactly. It's just another layer of understanding ourselves and the profound ways we're connected to each other.
Solene Vox, thank you so much for your wisdom today. It's been truly insightful.
It was my pleasure, June.
And thank you, our listeners, for joining us on EnfinityCast. We'll meet you here again next time as we continue to explore the human experience.